Hi everyone, welcome back to part 63 of my TemTem playthrough. Last episode we went ahead and conquered the Chieftain's Burrow, which is a shrine here in Aubrey. I'll be going ahead and picking up the other subquests today, and hopefully we'll be able to complete as much as possible. I've been in the trading center for quite a while now, trying to find specific TemTems that I actually need for some of these side quests. I think I found one that I needed, which is Minotaur. Hopefully we'll be able to complete its quest today. Of course, once we complete the quest, we'll be able to ride it, which is pretty exciting. Here I am. We do have to talk to this inn landlord here and give him the exact TemTem. It's right here on screen, right? Once we do give the beast, we are now able to get a Minox, which we can actually ride. Pretty nice. This Minox is actually bred from the Minotaur that we gave him, and it's pretty fast. I think this is an easier way to run around if you don't want to use the teleportation. The other thing that was left was to go ahead and evolve my last 2Y. This is the digital version of it, or digital evolution. To wire, which is right here. I believe we get a kudos or a kind of achievement when we complete all of these evolutions for 2Y, which is the reason why I am going through this. But that is all on this task right here in Sipangu. I believe I would also need all of my team members after this, but let's see how this goes. I did keep my Cheryl and team. Hopefully I'll be able to evolve it. But today we'll be exploring the Umbra project. If you remember, this is one of those longer quests which require us to go to a specific location. In this case, I believe it is the Pansun, which is in the center of this whole map. So we'll be traveling over there and see what happens next. I believe we need to complete a layer for this side quest. So it's going to be pretty long, but I will try to cover as much as possible. Here we are in Pansun. It looks super cool. I really like the fact that they have added this to the game. We also get a teleportation location, which is really nice. But our first and only quest is to find everyone in Umbra Project 1, rescue them, and then try to find Kemal. Apparently he has disappeared, which is concerning, but I think we'll be able to find him. We do have a Temporium here, which is very helpful. I would have hated it to just travel back every single time I had to heal up my TemTems. Just remember the one quest that we had to do in the secret key where we really didn't have a Temporium to heal ourselves. I think that place was super difficult to kind of travel back and forth with. But Pansun seems to be a pretty large area. We do have quite a lot of question marks, which I'm guessing are actually all of the people from Umbra Project 1 airship. Hopefully we'll be able to rescue them. We also have a layer here, which I think will be activating at some point. This is the second layer that we have come across, the first one being in the secret key. I believe there is another layer that I actually skipped. If you have seen it, you might know, but it's actually in Anak Volcano, and I'll be exploring that one pretty soon. Each of these three different layers have their own legendary TemTems, and you'll be able to get an egg of the TemTem once you defeat the layer. Either way, that's an interesting concept that I'm going to keep aside for now. Let me go ahead and defeat all of these tamers here. Even though these are scientists that we are trying to rescue, apparently they really don't want to come with us, or are actually scared out of their mind. So we do have to battle them, defeat them, and then convince them to come with us. I think this is quite a huge task. But that's alright. It gives me a chance to level up my TemTems, which I definitely want to have leveled up until level 100. I mean, we're quite close. There's 6 more levels to go. Hopefully it happens after this one. I believe other than this, we only have around 6 other side quests. other than the main one. I'm gonna try and complete the other 6 as much as possible, and then we're gonna go to the main quest. Definitely this game is pretty huge. Even though I'm trying to cover an hour of gameplay in each of these episodes, I still think we have quite a lot more to go. But here we have our tamer. It seems that we have defeated his first 2 TemTems. Skyworld is the last one. I might have to switch out, but for now I'm just gonna use the ones I have up in front. I really thought I was gonna take it down there. But that's alright, as it does knock itself out with the poison, or toxic in this case. Once we defeat this tamer, it seems that he is gonna just disappear, which is understandable. I'm guessing I'll be able to see him right next to our airship. I wonder what really happened to the Umbra 1 airship, considering that we only know it crashed, but we really don't know much about what is happening here and why all of these people are so paranoid. It's understandable considering that they're so far away from their homes, but they do talk about a dark lord or a dark TemTem that is influencing them, which is concerning. Hopefully they'll be snapping out of it. If not, we might have to look into it a bit more. Here we have our next tamer. Now, although this road is a dead end, I definitely have to defeat this guy. Let's quickly try to do that. Apparently I don't have the right TemTems for this. There we go. Mastone goes down. As for Zobin, I'm hoping to take it down in the next turn. It is part digital, so it should be weak to electric type moves. To be honest, I actually completely forgot what I was doing in this game, as it's been a week of me just being sick. But it did take me around half an hour to just figure out what other tasks I had to complete other than my side quests. Finally, I also have enough Panans to buy any items that I need. I believe this was an issue kind of a couple of episodes ago, and I think I'll not face this issue after this one, considering that we are battling a lot of tamers today. Looking into this quest, especially on the lair, I'm actually pretty excited for it. I wonder if we do get bananas as rewards for completing a lair. I've also seen that lairs are a bit glitchy in the internet. I've seen this mentioned about a couple of times. So I wonder if that will actually happen to me. If it does, I might have to go through the lair offline just to see if I'll be able to play through it. As for more explanation on the glitch, apparently there is this issue with the final boss, that is the legendary TemTem, where no matter how many turns you actually defeat it, which you have to actually defeat it for 6 times in a row, by the way, apparently it goes forever and doesn't really stop at that point, and this causes your TemTems obviously to lose because you don't have really unlimited items and you actually lose the whole lair. I think that's completely unfair. They should have fixed it, but I don't see them coming back to this game to fix it again. Hopefully they do. I mean, if any of the developers are actually watching my playthrough, please go ahead and fix that issue. I'm hoping that I don't face it myself, but if I do, I'm definitely going to go ahead and I guess try to email the developers on it. In any case, it seems that we are doing pretty well in this battle. I'm just trying to focus on Antan and Grunder here, as they are actually the lower level TemTems in my team. After this, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch into my other 2 TemTems and try to level them up as well. Pansun is a pretty interesting place. I wonder if we will get to come back here once we complete the side quest. We do have the teleportation point, so I'm guessing we do get a chance to come back here, especially since there is the lair, but you never know with this game. I'm also super excited to explore Anak volcano. I know it's a pretty large area and would definitely take me around an hour to explore it, considering that we also have a shrine for 2i evolution over there as well. I should say the background music for this place is pretty interesting. Not something I was expecting, but it was pretty fun to play through. Here we have our next tamer. As far as TemTems go, I do have a couple of them that I am yet to evolve. I wonder if I'll be able to just level them up by keeping them in my team and hopefully be able to have them evolve pretty soon. The only issue with this is that some of these TemTems need a lot of level to actually evolve, and it's a bit difficult to kind of evolve them at a higher level. In that case, I just think I'll go with breeding. I haven't really touched that mechanics yet. I'm guessing breeding in this game is totally different and something that I would have to look into, but I'm pretty sure it's fairly simple as long as I know which TemTems go into which group. Either way, seems that we are doing pretty bad against this tamer. I mean, both my TemTems are quite lower in health. I might have to heal them up after this. Thankfully the Temporium is here, so I'll be able to quickly run back. I'm also trying to clear out all of the dead ends in the map before going through the right pathway. I'm guessing that we have to definitely defeat all of these tamers before I guess we get to move on with this side quest. I think I would recommend this game to anyone who would like to play a Pokemon game, but a lot different from it. There are similarities for sure, but I think this game does do a lot better in its battle mechanics as well as its storyline. Although I must say the evolution of TemTems are really not that good. I wish the evolution was based on the TemTem rather than the level in which you catch it. Some of these TemTems need 30 levels to evolve, and catching a TemTem around level 68 or 69 would make it so much more difficult to just evolve them. In such cases, I think Pokemon games are actually better. Either way, here we have a tamer with level 100 Mulgu, which is surprising, although we are able to do a pretty good damage. Unfortunately, Nuggets did go down, but at least Arcanite does get its experience. I believe we have around 10 more tamers to defeat. There are quite a lot in this place. Here's another one, Hopeful Scientist. I think the depth and character for this game is pretty cool. Each of these NPCs have their own, I would say their own mind, and they do have a specific dialogue, which is really nice to see. I really hate it when games actually give all different NPCs this similar dialogue, which makes the game a bit more boring. Thankfully that is not done here, which is really cool. Either way, I wonder why this scientist is actually battling us, and some of these tamers have been talking about some kind of cult that is here in Pansun, which is actually concerning. I'm pretty sure it's related to the lair that is here. So I'm wondering if we do have to keep an eye out for them. Maybe at some point we will be battling them as well. For now, let me defeat this tamer who has apparently fire type TemTems. Alright, I definitely have to switch out Crystal. Crystal here is actually much closer to evolving. I'm pretty sure it evolves at level 20, or 20 levels, after which I've caught it, which I think I've caught it around level 30. So hopefully it will evolve pretty soon. As for the other TemTems, we are definitely leveling them up as well. I'm focusing on Arcanite right now, as Grunder here is at level 95. I'm actually pretty interested in knowing which TemTems you have used for this game. If you have played this game, please let me know in the comment section on the different TemTems that you chose and what was the reason for choosing them. In my case, I would say all of my team members were chosen due to the different dual typings they hold, and I really thought it would be cool to have a diverse team. But I have seen people in the internet trying to use I would say TemTems of similar typing, which I think is pretty interesting. Although it's a bit difficult to go through the game at that point. But of course, knowing that how difficult this game is, I would say you might need at least different typings, even though you're choosing similar typing for your team members. Maybe try to use a dual typing TemTem. That might actually help. As far as weaker or stronger TemTems go, I think almost all of these TemTems are similar. There are a couple of them that are much more stronger. I would say Gazuma is one of them. It's one of the best electric type TemTems I know. Grunder is pretty good. The only thing is that it really doesn't have that good of a defense stat, which is a bit of a trickier thing to actually manage. The same thing goes for Nikai's here. It is really good in attack stat, but its defense stat is pretty bad. Even the special defense stat is also bad. I think you'll be able to probably salvage these TemTems if you have actually bred them in a specific way. If you're able to get around 50 points for all SVs, I think in that case you'll be able to use this TemTem throughout your playthrough without having too much of an issue like I am. Or maybe you'll have to, I would say, restart the game each time you try to select your TemTem. I think I have around 5 to 6 more tamers left to defeat. Let me quickly go ahead and go through the rest of these Zedens. Some of these actually have items, which is surprising. I guess I am not really expecting any items here on the Pansun, considering that it's super hot. But still, we are able to find a couple of items. Here we have a curious scientist who is wondering why there are people who are worshipping these layers, which is understandable. Let's go ahead and defeat her as well. She has an Nagais, which is really nice to see. I think I've never seen tamers with Nagais before, or maybe I've just seen one before this. It's quite rare. As for mix, I do have to be a bit more careful. Maybe I do have to switch out my Nagais at this point. Crystal type moves are twice effective, which is difficult. I really want to level up my Nagais. Let's see if that is possible in this battle. If not, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch it out. At least it is gonna get a shared part of XP. Yep, sadly nothing is happening. At least Arcanite is doing a much better job. And to be honest, if I did know that Nagais has an issue with defense stats, I probably would have chosen Shamiz or probably Shield. I think those two starters are a bit better. The only reason I chose, I would say, Nagais at that point was that it is one of the only mental type TemTems you will get for the first two areas until you come to probably Tukma or Kisiva. So definitely it is one of the rarer starters in the game. Back to this battle. I am hoping to actually win it. Mix goes down, which is good. I'm guessing focus will go down in the next turn. Unfortunately, Nagais went down as well, which was kind of my fault. I should have switched it out. Let's see if I'll be able to revive it, or maybe try to revive it after this battle. Ooh, a Ventil. I actually really like the design on Ventil. I think it looks super cool. I'm actually not sure how good of a TemTem it is for a team. Hopefully we get a chance to see that as well. Unfortunately, Crystal went down as well, which is kind of sad. I might have to revive it to get it some experience. Let me quickly do that using my power revive. I'm actually running out of items at this point, so I might have to go back to Aubrey. I wonder how I'll be able to come back here. Maybe try and use the teleportation. Let's see how that goes. I really don't want to, I would say, jump around when I'm going through this side quest, just to make sure that it doesn't cause any issue. I'll definitely have to teleport as well to the Emporium to heal up my team. seems that I'm down to my last TemTem. But there we go, we have defeated the scientist as well. I actually really like their suit. I wish we had gotten a chance to get that suit as well. Although I'm not really sure. But alright, it seems that we are able to teleport wherever we would like to at this point, which is good to know. Let me head back to the place I'm supposed to be, which is actually pretty far from here. Looking at the map, I think I am almost done. Yep, there are around 4 tamers left. Some of these tamers do actually have weird dialogues, like this one right here. He seems to be a bit more concerned about his situation and seems to be a bit more paranoid. I think we'll see more of these tamers as well. In this case, I definitely have to defeat him. He is at level 97, which is pretty high. Unfortunately, I should have switched out Crystal. Didn't realize the levels until I started using the moves. Going into Arcanite. I think for Babava I would need a poison type move or a toxic type move, which none of my TemTems here have. I'm just gonna focus on taking down Crema first and then go with Bava. Heater Burst should do pretty good damage, but I'm really not sure how much. At least I'm able to take down one of the TemTem, which is good. This turn, the guy actually survives. So I definitely have to be a bit careful on the next one. Let me switch out into Grunder. Now, as far as this episode goes, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and try to rescue everyone. I'm not sure where Kemal is. I'm hoping that he is at the end of this area. I believe the last question mark on the map. If not, we are just gonna go ahead and wait a bit more to rescue him. Now that we have defeated this tamer, there's one more here. Right, let me try and use a item. I'm guessing at this point I have run out. I really wish I had bought more bombs before I started this episode. For this next tamer, we have Scrunch, which should go down in one hit. As for Amster, I think I would have to switch out into another TemTem. Hopefully Crystal will evolve. I'm actually kind of concerned about it. There we go, Scrunch goes down, which is good. For the next turn, I'm just gonna go ahead and switch out Nick, guys. I really need it to level up, and I think it's much closer to 96. So I'm just gonna go ahead and level it up until then. Anton does pretty well against Amster. I'm guessing Amster is part nature type, which would make sense. And it goes down as well. Pretty good. I think we are in another dead end here. Let me quickly take a look on the map. Yes, we are. We have 3 more tamers left, so let me make my way back. I actually also missed out this item here. Somehow just went right past it. But that's alright. Here we are. Deranged Scientist. He also has a mask on his face, which is... I really don't want to mention it, but it is giving me kind of asylum vibes. But I guess it's just what he prefers. Either way, he does have a Ignite, which is really cool to see. Rakesh is another TemTem that I believe we'll be able to find in the wild, probably in an aqua volcano. I definitely have to catch it as well. Oof, I might have to switch out guys here. But I wonder if this turn will actually take both of these TemTems down. Never mind. It didn't, and my guys goes down here. At least Arcanite is up and will be able to take down Ignite here. There we go. Tricky battle, but we did pretty well. I might have to heal up my team after this. Alright, I at least do have revives, which is good. Vital apples are helpful as well. For some reason, I've never used any of these fruit items that we do get in this game. There was vital durian and vital apples. I'm just gonna go ahead and use them up right now since we are at the end of the game. For the next tamer, we do have Size Munch, and I did decide to switch out Crystal. It still isn't a higher in level to, I would say, survive a attack from any of these TemTems. Zazari would go down on Nekai's Fury. Let's see if that happens. That is pretty good damage on Toteru. In this case, sadly, I do have to wait another turn. Arknight might go down in this next one, but let's see. I did focus on Zazari this time. Unfortunately, Arknight does go down. Probably should have just focused on Toteru first. For the next one, I'm just gonna switch into Shamiz, because why not? I definitely want it to get leveled up a bit more as well. As for the other two, I'm just gonna try and use Nekai's Fury, which takes down both of those TemTems, which is really nice. As for the last one, oh, never mind. He only had 2 TemTems, which is understandable. We have one more tamer left. Let me quickly go ahead and heal up my TemTems. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and come back. Alright, here I am. I've completely healed them up. It seems that we are finally in the place where Umbra 1 aircraft actually crashed, which is really sad. I mean, it looks similar to our aircraft, but I'm guessing that our aircraft got another upgrade, which this one didn't have. I'm also wondering why we crashed here. They haven't really given us a right reason till now on the way this aircraft crashed and what was the reason for it. Hopefully we get to know more on it right here. I'm believing this is the captain, or probably the head scientist, the one that is leading this research. He does have some powerful TemTems, just 2 of them, but we do have to be a bit more careful. I'm definitely focusing on taking down Rolder, which was pretty easy. As for Grunder, it took down my Negais once more. It's super annoying to see my starter just go down every other turn. Hopefully I'll be able to level it up to level 100 pretty soon. After all, this is the last tamer for now. I'm guessing we'll have more, but let's see how the storyline goes after this. But there we go, we have collected all of the scientists. Once we do defeat this final guy, we do have to make our way back to the aircraft. There's still largely half of Pansun to explore, but apparently our character doesn't want to really go further. So let me make my way back. The easiest way is to just teleport, and that's what I'm gonna do right here. Talking to these people, I'm guessing I would have to talk to them in a specific pattern. Let me see. Alright, it seems that we have a particular person down here to talk to, which is this guy. Relieved scientist. Apparently something found them, the power of Umbra energy, and he tells us to go to another specific person, which is right here. Kemal was the pilot, but they haven't really seen him. Ooh, he was captured, right. We might have to rescue him. Gallios the Greater got him. I wonder who Gallios really is. But there definitely, I would say, a cult following for this TemTem, and we probably would have to resolve I would say, this whole issue. Things were a bit mysterious till now, but it seems that we are able to finally understand the issue. Apparently, the TemTem that these people actually worship has taken away Kemal, and we are the chosen one to go ahead and unlock the lair and defeat this legendary TemTem. Understandable. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave this out to the next episode. It seems like we have a lot more to do right here, especially in order to go ahead and rescue Kemal, which I'm pretty excited to actually do. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please put a like, and if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it really helps me a lot. If you'd like to support me more in other ways, check out the links down in my description for Patreon and Ko-fi. But I'll see you all in the next one.